We're here with David Boudia, six-time NCAA champion from the University of Purdue, who attended college and dove through the first 3 years, then turned professional his last year and made an appearance in the Olympics. Talk about that Olympic appearance.
Well, definitely the 3 years that I did dive NCAAs was probably the most beneficial years for the Olympic Games, because I was able to be in an environment where there was screaming fans, there was an immense amount of pressure on me, and that's exactly what you experience at the Olympic Games. And so the NCAAs actually helped just build and foster my growth so that I was able to endure the Olympic Games in London in 2012. But the London Olympics in 2012 were just an absolute dream, because this is a moment that obviously I've been dreaming about since I was 7 years old, to become an Olympic champion. And you know, it did come true. But the coolest part about the Olympic Games is that it didn't come easy. There was so much drama in the events. You know, USA Diving hadn't won a medal since 2000, and so right off the bat we won an Olympic silver medal with one of the women's 3-meter synchronized events. But you know, it was cool to be able to team up with Nick McCory, who was actually diving in this year's NCAAs, and you know, just to see that guy's character and his just endurance through the sport and how he portrays his perspective in the sport, it's inspiring. So just the experience at the Olympics were something that I can't forget, and I'm just really thankful for the opportunity for me to be able to represent the United States there.
Do I remember that Nick actually beat you in one event at this meet?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Nick is kind of my nemesis at this meet, because both years, so his freshman year, I don't remember where it was, but I was on track to win all 3 events, which had never been done before. And so I had won the 1-meter and the 3-meter, and so, you know, expected I was supposed to win the platform. That was the main event. That's the one I focus on internationally. And then Nick just swoops in and sweeps it out from me. His freshman year, that was my sophomore year. Then the next year was the exact same scenario, and he did the same thing. But you know, those are the moments that definitely keep you humble. And Nick is an amazing competitor, and I'm super excited to watch him and Christian battle this out tonight on a 3-meter event.
Any predictions?
Diving is way hard to predict, just like any sport, because it's so subjective. But if I know Christian and just the momentum that he had on night 1 from the 1-meter event, I think that if he keeps his head right, he'll be able to go into that victory.
Talk about David Boudia, the professional, and if that was a good decision for you, and where you are now with that.
Yeah, so my junior year, I exhausted my eligibility to go professional. Basically what that means is that I stopped doing NCAAs to go down a track where I could start receiving sponsorships and endorsements and doing speaking engagements and actually being paid for that. And that has honestly been one of the most life-changing and growth experiences that I've had to partake in the past year and a half, just because it puts you in so many situations where I can be involved with so many different people, and just you know, just have a little point in their life, hopefully to change it. And that's what I really enjoy. That's my passion in life, to meet people and maybe just have one sort of impact. And I definitely would not change the decision ever made, just because this has been an amazing ride.
Is it you offer advice, or you able to have conversations with these people? Or?
Yeah, you're definitely, I mean, you're in front of a lot of people when you are doing speaking engagements or have a company that you're representing. And so it's not so much that I'm giving them advice. I may be doing that in a hidden way, but I think where people grow is when they see someone who is in the spotlight and they see that they're just like everybody else, where they have a lot of struggles that they're trying to overcome, and when they overcome, and just to see how their character has evolved through that struggle. And so that's kind of the message that I try to portray, that we are all struggling. Obviously there's a lot of triumphs, but the struggles are what help us grow the most.
Will you keep diving?
Absolutely, yeah. After 2012, I took 3 months off, and I definitely want to continue till Rio 16, but what we're going to do is take it 1 year at a time, and the first competition back will actually be May of 2013.
Will that be the nationals?
No, that.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, the competition. So my first competition back will be in May. It's actually the first international competition that the United States is hosting. We do it every year, but this is kind of a debut where I can kind of get my feet wet and see what the past, I guess, 9 months since the Olympic Games has come about.
So you're still in the water, so?
What's that?
Are you still in the water?
Yeah, I'm absolutely. I started back training in November. I had to go do a diving boot camp because it was 3 months off. I mean, I haven't had 2 weeks off in my entire career, and I took 3 months off. Gained a little weight, so I had to get back in shape on November to December. But you know, I'm slowly getting back in the pool. But right now, it's really fun because I'm able to train with someone who is 16 years old, and the kid just has a fire underneath him. So it helps keep my endurance and motivation up when I see this kid trying to go to the Olympic Games.
Where will that competition be?
The competition in May will be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
All right, we're going to look for you in Fort Lauderdale.
All righty, thank you, appreciate it.